Once there lived a little frog deep, deep into the forest. She was jumping around, and one day she met a rabbit, and she said, "Hi, rabbit." And rabbit said, "Hi, frog." And she said, "Let's jump." And the rabbit said, "Yay, let's jump." And they jumped around and jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped. And somehow they jumped to the desert. And at the desert they met a kangaroo. And they said, "Hi, kangaroo." And the kangaroo said, "Hi, what's up, guys?" And they said, "We're happy because we can jump around." And kangaroo said, "Yes, I'm happy too because I can jump around." So they jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped. And one day they accidentally jumped into the flowing sand. And they understood the jumping will not help them now. They understood that they need to call for help, but none of them were good at screaming. Only Frog could say, "Quack," and they didn't know what to do. And they started to cry. And one cloud in the sky saw that and got sad too. And Cloud started to cry too. And he cried and cried. And Cloud's crying is called rain. And he cried so much that a puddle appeared where the quicksand was. And that was better because friends could swim, and they swam out of the quicksand and stepped on the solid ground. And then they said thank you to the cloud. And they said, "Thank you, Cloud. Thank you for being so good at crying. We didn't know that crying also can be so good." And the cloud said, "Thank you, guys. I always was thinking that everybody don't like to see me because I cover the sun and the days get gloomy when I'm around and cold and wet." But the friends said, "No, of course, you know that from your tears the life appears. We are alive because of you, and plants are alive because of you, and we are alive because we can eat plants." But Frog said, "I'm eating flies, not plants." And the friend said, "We understand, we are just saying." And the friends were so happy that the gloomy cloud gave them more days to live and more days to jump around because that was what made them happy. And one day they met a cricket and they saw how beautifully he could jump, and they were so happy about him. But the frog felt a different feeling too. She wanted to eat him, and she was conflicted between wanting to have a new friend and wanting to eat. But then Cricket started to sing, and everybody was so surprised. Even the frog couldn't sing so beautifully, so she decided to not to eat him. And one evening, when all of them were sitting around a fire and talking about their adventures, they started to miss home, and they decided to return back to home, and that's what they did. They returned to their jumping families and told the stories of their adventure and inspired new animals to jump around and explore the world.